Welcome back to Fast Money. Crypto in turmoil as Bitcoin sunk toward $3,000 over the holiday weekend, levels not seen since August 2017. Our Seema Mody joins us more from the crypto desk. Hey, Seema.
Melissa, the selling of Bitcoin intensified over the weekend with the cryptocurrency breaking below $4,000, currently trading right around $3,700. With today's losses, nearly 3/4 of Bitcoin's value has been erased this year. The price of Bitcoin has fallen so much that JP Morgan strategists say mining the cryptocurrency is becoming uneconomical for some. Data from blockchain.com shows the hash rate, which measures computing power used to mine Bitcoin, has fallen dramatically in the past couple of weeks. Morgan Creek Digital says Bitcoin has more room to fall, as does venture capitalist Fred Wilson of Union Square Ventures, who has invested in crypto and blockchain-related startups. Wilson wrote in a blog last night that the worst has yet to come. Technical analysts point to $3,000 as the next major support level. But the bulls say sharp drops in Bitcoin are common for the cryptocurrency. From June to November of 2011, Bitcoin went from $30 to $2, a 93% drop. And in December of 2013 to February of 2014, Bitcoin fell 85%. The question is if Bitcoin will rebound as it has in the past. Investors will be watching for headlines from the Consensus Invest conference, which kicks off tomorrow in New York City, for guidance on where cryptocurrencies go from here. Executives from Coinbase, Goldman Sachs, Alliance, TD Ameritrade, among others, will be speaking. So we'll give you those headlines as they come in. Melissa, for now, back to you.
All right, Seema, thank you. Seema Mody from our crypto desk for more on the future of Bitcoin. He is known in the crypto universe as the Oracle of Bitcoin. Let's bring in Civic CEO and a shark on Shark Tank South Africa, Vinny Lingham. Vinny, great to see you again.
Thanks, Melissa. Great to be here.
Where do you think Bitcoin goes from here?
I think it's going to be range bound for a while, between 3 and 5K, at least 3 to 6 months. I don't think we break through the support level of 3,000 just yet. I think there's a lot of buying in the short term around that mark. But if we don't get out of the crypto sort of bear market cycle in the next 3 to 6 months, that 3,000 level could go.
Okay, so, you know, Vinny, I've been tangentially immersed in this sort of Bitcoin Twitter universe, and it's a very rabid bunch. And so I'm wondering, Vinny, what are you, I mean, are you considered a bear? Are you considered an enemy of the crypto community for saying that Bitcoin could be range bound between 3,000 and 5,000?
So I have a very checkered past with the crypto community, mainly because I was got involved in crypto and Bitcoin in 2013, and I've always been for a long part of it I was a bull. And then last year I wrote a blog post in February, warning of the risks of another bubble to crypto and to Bitcoin in particular, as we had just exited one from 2014. And I've always been very consistent about fundamentals need to lead the market, not speculation. Mm-hmm. But the community disagrees, and everyone's very happy with price movements of 1,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 in a year, and then back down to 3 the next year. Where I think that doesn't make this an investment grade asset. And if you keep speaking about institutional investors coming to the table and ETFs being approved, you can't have this sort of volatility in an asset class when you want big money to get involved.
Well, I'm glad you brought that part of the equation up, but also on the other part of the equation in terms of building on the blockchain and using Bitcoin. I mean, does it get to a point where the price action is so bad that it halts the development of the Bitcoin platform and the things that are built on Bitcoin and blockchain?
I don't think it halts it. I think it definitely slows it down. The issue really is the narrative. The Bitcoin narrative is that this is a store of value. And so people buying in at 15,000, 20,000 believe that, and that's proven not to be true. The original narrative, which I bought into, was that this was a payment network that could compete with Visa and MasterCard at scale.
Is that true?
But you'd have to say, well, Bitcoin can't get there because the community has basically blocked an increase in the capacity from 1 megabyte upwards, except for the use of. Well, there are lots of other cryptos out there that are trying to tackle the payments problem. Bitcoin is being typecast as a store of value, government censorship-resistant type of money, which has low transaction throughput, except for layer 2, as they call it.
So, is there any reason right now to be bullish on Bitcoin or to be positive on Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin here? Because the two major reasons why people bought in the past, a means of transaction and a store of value, those seem to be out the window, at least for now.
Yeah, I think in the short term, it's definitely a market where you scared away the retail investors, you scared away the institutional money. The die-hard believers and hodlers will come in with whatever dry powder they have left, if they haven't already. And so it's kind of a risky scenario. For me, it's a bit too risky at this current point. Obviously, high risk, high reward. So if the market does turn, this could be a great time to buy. But I think the risks right now outweigh the upside in the short term anyway. There'll be better opportunities later on. You may have to pay a bit more. But buying in above the key support level that got broken was 5,700. So buying in at that level or 6,000 in the future would be, obviously a higher price, but you'll be a bit more de-risked if Bitcoin can get back to that level and make a run back to its previous highs.
Vinny, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Vinny Lingham, the CEO of Civic. So, Tim, what do you do here?
Well, first of all, Bitcoin was never a store of value. I really don't believe people were buying it for that. Second of all, Bitcoin is not crypto. So you can't necessarily challenge the existential reason for all of this just because Bitcoin's not doing well. We had a dinner, I don't know, a week ago with the Bitcoin, the crypto king, I believe, our buddy Bart from Susquehanna. But his argument was, and anyone's argument could be, at $750 2 years ago to $3,600 now. If you took out the spike and all this dynamic here, you'd be pretty happy with the direction of where this is all going. So if you smoothed out the return profile of this, would people feel differently now? And that's a big question. I know you can't do that, but nonetheless, it has rallied.